I'm Cloudy, and today is another Get Ready With Me. But today we're gonna do something a little bit special. I did before the tighter videos that I use only 5 products for my entire face, but today I am going for a minimalist makeup look. I think I'm gonna try to use the fewest products is possible, but to maintain the confidence about my makeup look, when you try to skip some steps but then it turns out it's not as comfortable or like pleasant as you expected, and that sucks. Today I'm not gonna limit the number of my products, the products that I actually use on my face, but I'm trying to keep them as minimum as possible. So that is a plan, and yeah, in the meantime I'm gonna show you my makeup routine, a simple look that I feel the best about myself wearing it on. So let's see what we have here today. So like I said, today's look is not about the actual product, it's about the routine, about the step-by-step, on which step what product that I use on my face, because there are some certain types of products that I do not prefer to use on my day-to-day basis, simply because I find them a little bit excessive, unnecessary to make me look good. I can look good without them. Adding them on, I can do a little bit better, depends on the mood, but if I skip them, I still feel perfectly fine. Secondly, I cheated a little bit. This is my blemish cream. It's like tinted moisturizer. I did put it on earlier because I went swimming this morning. I applied sunscreen before the swimming session, and then I went home. So right now, to get ready, I need to kind of reapply my sunscreen. This tinted moisturizer has SPF in it, so I think I could cheat a little bit to use this one. It evens out my skin tone, and I love this one for that. Actually, I can go on with the next step without this one, but it's just my favorite, so I think I can put it on without shame. So okay, let's jump right in the actual routine. The first step must be concealer. I skip foundation all the time. I never remember or even tend to wear foundation. I don't know, it always thick and a little bit heavy to me. So I always just go with my concealer. Today I'm using this tiny brush for the first time with my concealer because I did apply my tinted moisturizer with this brush and it appears to be very nice, so I think I could try using this for the concealer. I know for some people foundation is unskippable, but I don't know why. I have some of my favorite foundations, like the L'Oreal Fresh Wear one, but even though it's my favorite, I can't live without it. It's just the heavy feeling on my skin, and I have oily skin, so my makeup breaks down very easily, especially under the heat like this. And yeah, the more complexion product that I put on my skin, the less it will look at the end of the day. That is, yeah, a constant. So I think right now I'm okay with just concealer, doing a little bit under my eyes, around my nose. This area you can see there's a lot of redness. I think I just need concealer to make those areas look a little bit even. Okay, it is good for now. I don't really like to entirely cover my acne and blemishes and discolorations, as well as my under eyes, like go full coverage for anything, I tend to let them shine through a little bit through my complexion products because it looks a little bit real there. Just, yeah, there's a lot of factors to add in the situation for me to not wear a lot of, you know, complexion products. It's like the heat, the humidity, and, you know, wearing masks in Vietnam. But I have to set my face with powder, always and always. I don't know, this is unskippable to me. I have oily skin, so maybe that's the case. It's a must, no matter it's like loose settings powder or like a compact one like this, you know, yeah, a translucent one or someone that has like some skin tone pigment like this. I need to set my entire face. That is the truth. Because it helps my makeup to last a little bit longer, and it cuts away some of the shininess from the cream products. And actually, I don't like to use cream product underneath my face powder like this. I know it's kind of a trend right now for people to use cream blush, cream bronzer, cream highlighter like underneath foundation. Yeah, some people would apply all of those products underneath foundation. Or you could do it in the reverse direction. I don't like that routine at all. I'm just not a fan for it. I love using my powder product, and I need to set my face right away or else it would be like a greasy mess. I do use cream products from time to time when I feel like I can go extravagant, but right now, for the shake of today's look, I'm just gonna go simple with it, and you will see in a second how minimum or minimalistic I can be with my cheek makeup. Because I'm gonna use the fewest products as possible, I'm also gonna use the fewest brushes as possible. You can tell that I use this one for, like I said, the tinted moisturizer, the concealer, and now the powder. Yeah, that's how lazy I am. But it's always good to multitask, right? Yeah, make your tools work in different ways. I think the application of this brush is really nice, but the powder isn't like my favorite one, so the finish. But I think, yeah, we can get away with it. Like right now, I can see it's kind of separating in this area here, but I think from afar it still looks pretty okay. Yeah, we're gonna go for an okay look today. Today is like a Sunday. I'm gonna get ready to go for a coffee shop by myself doing some paperwork, which is so bizarre. Yeah, but I'm gonna get it done because I cannot procrastinate anymore. Do you know, like, life is so weird. Like, is there anything wrong with me? Because when I have a lot of free time, I complain about having nothing to do, and life is so boring and tedious and repetitive. I have no motivation to progress because everything is just the same. But then suddenly I have a lot of stuff to do, but I never finish all of them. I keep procrastinating. Maybe I am the problem. I'm gonna use this one product on my cheek today. Is the MAC Mineralized Blush in the shade Lovejoy. This is the blush that I once featured in my blush video. On that video, I went super excessive with my blush situation. I applied 3 blushes at the same time, and when I really have time I would actually do that. But today I'm gonna use this one because look at the tone. It has some bronzy, brownish quality in it, and it has some shimmer in it. So I think it's a 3-in-1 product to me. It's a blush, it's a highlighter, and it's a bronzer. So for the sake of the purpose of going minimalistic, I'm gonna use this one for all purposes. To see if it can be the next generation of bronzer. Yeah, the one that Bare Minerals released, and they call it bronzer. But for some of a shade, I don't see the bronzing quality in it, and I was a little bit confused, but maybe it's the marketing. But to me, this is the actual bronzer. Yeah, when I heard of the word bronzer, this blush came directly to my mind. The color is so pretty. I'm gonna hit it a little bit in my, forehead to give it a little bit of color. Oh my god, I adore the tan that I have right now. Because I just got back from a trip, to a beach, and it feels so good to kind of get the tan look again, because we lost summers for the last 2 years in a row, and now we are slowly getting everything back, and I'm feeling it. I'm so excited for this summer. It's not like I have a lot of vacation, a lot of relaxation moment, but everything is normal again. I'm this might sound very, tone deaf, and I acknowledge that, but it's good to see people slowly and gradually stop wearing masks. I know COVID is still a thing, but I think we are doing better handling the situation so that people would feel more comfortable going out in public and not wearing masks, because the vaccination thing in Vietnam has gone pretty unplanned, and there's nothing as such as anti-vaxxed or protests about that. People really to get vaccinated so that we can go out and be normal again, live with the pandemic. That's what we tried to do for the last 3 years. So it's not like it's unsafe for us to be unguarded or stop worrying about the situation, but it's just like people are aware of what we are dealing with right now, and they have their own procedures, their own protocols to be normal again, and it feels good in that way. Yeah, I think most Vietnamese are fully vaccinated right now. Yeah, some people have some of my friends told me that they got the 4th shot, which is, that's what's happening. But it feels good again for the summer. I say what I say. I did apply my brow off camera because it's the most boring thing to watch. I use like a typical big tip eyebrow pencil like this. It's just like the easiest and the fastest way and the most energy efficient way to apply my brow in my opinion, and it looks very decent. Yeah, I'm happy with the look. I prefer like a soap brow effect in my opinion, but especially when I don't have time or I don't have the type of energy to do like soap brow, and then you have to make it a little bit more detailed with like a powder. I just go for a pencil. Like it takes me like 30 seconds to do 2 sides of my eyebrow. That's true, so it's okay. And I don't really mind my brow, like even when I don't have anything on, I still look like I have eyebrows. I know it sounds like a flex, but I'm okay without wearing any brow product. So this step just makes me feel a little bit better, a little bit more well put together, especially when I wear some certain product on the rest of my face. But give it a take it. For the eye, I'm gonna do something very quick, very simple today. Usually I would take time to do my eyeshadow because it's just my favorite thing to do. But I am running very late and I have things to do. So I'm going to do something very quick. Something like a one and done eyeshadow look, you know. Just use one color. I'm going to use more, but something just swipe and then you can go type of thing. I am pulling out this palette in a Trance by Colourpop, and I want to use this particular shade called Clarity. It's a Super Shock formula, something that's a little bit emollient. It's gonna glide on my eyelids so perfectly, and I love the iridescent effect of it so much. So we're gonna try to use it as one and done shadow today. Yeah, you can tell it has a very clear base, so it's gonna transfer quite stark on your eyelid because it's basically like a very grayish cool tone shift. But I'm gonna add one more matte so that we can, you know, pull the look back together. But I think this is so pretty on its own. Like, oh my god, this is arguably one of the best single shadow type of like shade in my makeup collection. You know, partly because this has some purple quality in it. Yeah, it's like a periwinkle iridescent. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Like I said, I'm gonna use another shade. I think I'm gonna use this purple down here called Up Level. I want to use it on my lower lash. And then maybe bring it up a little bit to my upper lashes right here. To give it a little bit definition. Smooth. Why did I say smooth? There's nothing smooth about this shade. Why did I say that? What do I think? I hate my mind sometimes. goes very bulky in terms of like the train of thought. The final product that we are using today is a lip balm, a tinted lip balm, but the color isn't like so strong. I call it tinted because it actually translates to like a pink tint on my lips, but nothing too much, to be honest. It's gonna be something like this, and it's just a regular lip balm from Nivea, very affordable, but I love it so much. If you want to find like a good lip balm, don't go any price tag higher up than Nivea, because right there you can find really okay lip balm that keeps your lip hydrated all the time. I said what I said. I've used high-end lip balms before, so I know, there's no big difference between those two ends. So maybe you can consider the lower end a little bit longer. Yeah, this is the final look. My minimalistic routine. Let me count how much product that I used. Okay, let's count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, only 2 shades in this palette. 7. Yeah, 7 products and 3 brushes. Actually, pretty proud of myself for kind of, let's say, the challenge to go still glam enough, in my opinion, and still using fewest products as possible. And I think I really like the look. I think the look is like somewhat purple, somewhat neutrals, like a lot of blush, and I like it. The complexion is quite dewy because of the blush. I am thrilled for this look, to be honest. This is so me. The main point of this video is doing something me, the simple me. I don't even wear mascara because mascara is not me. But I think in the future I'm gonna do like an extended version of this kind of look. People would call it like a glamorous look when you go like serious on everything and like really focus on the techniques. Maybe I can try to do a video like that in the future, but that's it for today. Once again, I'm Cloudy, and hopefully we see each other again. Bye.